Most New Year's resolutions include eating healthy and getting in shape. Mine was not a New Year's resolution, but after watching my father and two brothers go through heart surgery and enduring a life plagued by adult onset diabetes, I've decided to follow the popular life-changing goal of staying healthy. To accomplish this goal, I've chosen to run. Through my research and life-altering changes, I have learned that the most important components of running and marathon training are determination and purpose, time and effort, and the benefits obtained. In this presentation, I am going to share with you a few of the things that I have learned, how I got started, maintained interest, and finished my goal of participating in a half marathon, and the benefits that myself and others have achieved by doing so. For anyone to accomplish a goal, it has to be met with a desire to do so. Until a person has a sincere desire to achieve a goal, it is just a thought. A little over a year ago, I made the decision to get active. It's difficult to reach that goal when one is overweight, so along with the goal to get active, I made a choice to lose weight. After changing my eating habits and increasing my activity, I began to see results. With each small accomplishment, my desire and passion obtaining my goal increased. I have watched several of my extended family members and friends race and decided to try it for myself. I signed up for and ran and walked my first 5K race. After that, I was hooked. The adrenaline and energy of the race and the excitement of finishing even a small 5K race was intense. Then my desire to decrease my finishing time with each next race came. I began to search the internet for training programs and inspirational stories to keep my motivation going. In that search, I found Rebecca Gerson's story. She had lost her young 10-month-old daughter in January 2005. Her daughter died in the arms of her husband of a rare genetic disorder. It had been expected that she wouldn't make it to her first birthday, but the death still left her heartbroken. She stopped taking care of her health and turned to food for comfort. A month later, she weighed 198 pounds. She knew that she needed to pull herself together, and she read about Prevention's marathon program and decided that that was just what she needed to launch herself back into the purpose-driven world. She told everybody she knew about her plan to run a marathon. She began walking with friends, and by the time she was 4 months into the program, she had lost 34 pounds and was up to 10 miles on her long walks. Her mental status had begun to improve, and her emotional dips were fewer and further apart. In November 2005, she crossed the finish line of the Richmond Marathon in Virginia. She was 42 years old and had lost 62 pounds. In my exploration for the perfect program, I found From Couch Potato to 5K program on the coolrunnings.com website. My personal training began the next day. I was barely able to run for 1 minute without feeling like I was going to die, but I stuck with it. Since then, I have lost 40 pounds and have finished several 5K races, one 10K, 177-mile relay race, in which I joined with 1,100 runners, which I had not met before, but now consider my very good friends, and I finished one half marathon. My time wasn't fantastic, but I finished. I reached my goal. Me and 26,000 other people gathered together and ran the Las Vegas Strip. What a rush. I am now looking forward to running another half marathon with my husband and brother in May, and another Ragnar relay race with my daughter and her husband and several other friends. The second requirement for running is the ability to do so. I sought the medical advice of my doctor before beginning my training. After having a complete physical, I was given the green light by my physician. Very important of achieving any goal is time and effort. Goals differ greatly from person to person, and my goal started with being able to run a 5K. With each race I ran, my time and distance goal increased. Start realistically. A person who weighs 300 pounds cannot realistically run a marathon. If the goal is unrealistic or highly unachievable, it will be hard to stay motivated. Talk with your physician to decide what would be the healthiest and safest way to start. This is a sample program of the training that I started with. It's important to increase gradually. It's easy to get impatient, and you may feel tempted to skip ahead of the program, but hold yourself back. Don't try to do more, even if you feel you can. If, on the other hand, you find the program too strenuous, just stretch it out. Don't feel pressured to continue faster than you're able. Repeat weeks if needed, and move ahead only when you feel you're ready. Eating right while training is a very important step. I found that Weight Watchers' plan was very easy to understand and to follow, and it was recommended by my doctor also. My visit with the doctor a year later impressed him greatly. I had dropped 40 pounds, no longer have high blood pressure, my BMI is now out of the obese category, and my borderline diabetes is gone. My energy is increased. The health benefits of running are great. In an article found in Women's Health, it is reported that running helps sculpt and tone your physique and stave off stress. Study after study shows that running can prevent cardiovascular disease, diabetes, metabolic syndrome, osteoporosis, and even cancer. Running improves your mental health too. A 2008 study found that areas in the brain associated with mood are flooded with endorphins, the feel-good hormones, after exercise. These accomplishments did not come easy. I continue to look for and sign up for new races, so I always have something to look forward to and work toward. My family has caught the bug too, and they are joining me in some of my races. Hopefully, we will be able to stay healthy and active and enjoy the life that we have been given. Choosing to be healthy is of the utmost importance. Seeing my family in their state of health motivated me to run. The most important components of running and marathon training, again, are determination and purpose, time and effort, and the benefits obtained. A lifetime of good health and physical well-being can be obtained through exercise, especially running. All of these things were difficult to do, but very necessary. Questions?
What would you have done differently, if anything?
I would have started back when I was young. I think of the things that I could have done had I been better shape and felt better. Today is a new day, though, and no use looking back.
What do you feel you have accomplished?
I have improved my health and hopefully extended my life. I have shown my kids that if you put your mind to it, there is nothing you can't do. They have all started joining me in my races and have learned to enjoy it also. Thank you.